broadly we own about 65% of our portfolio, so give or take $80 billion. Yeah, I think it's always good to catch up on the events because a good spread of panelists, good attendance, and I think it's very topical for the focus that it brings. So overall, we very encourage to always support, and we general consensus is that asset finance was very good events.
Basically, two main themes this year in the market is China and the US.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting to meet everybody in person again, especially with the Asian focus, which is not very usual in London. It's a very diversified panel, and that's amazing. And thank you, the asset to put all the assets, to put all the efforts together, and the guests as well.
On the corporate side, it's essentially a dollar-denominated investment case. So first of all, thank you very much for having me. And I recognize a good event by the fact that I wanted to say a little bit more. So that's really great, a bit of enthusiasm to share a bit more with the audience. And it was a great interactive. I was very happy to have such great panelists next to me. I think it's a great opportunity to look at one of the areas in the world which gathers all the attention now. China and Asia, there's nothing really bigger than this almost in emerging markets at the moment. So good opportunity. Thank you very much for having us.
I think the biggest challenge with the backdrop is the fact that our end investors are really spoiled for choice when it comes to yield in fixed income.
No, it's great to be seeing people again in person, after these last 3 years, and to hear the different perspectives from both the buy side and the sell side, and what they're seeing is interesting in the asset class. Clearly, it's still been a challenge in the asset class due to lack of flows and the fact that U.S. interest rates keep climbing, which makes it difficult for riskier assets like emerging markets and Asia credit. But nonetheless, we still think that there's some good opportunities as we discussed today. There was definitely some consensus there. India remains a very positive story over the medium term and long term, and we very much embrace that story. But yes, overall, it's great events and great again to see everybody in person again.
So very often when I was in Asia 2015 to 2018 and got very familiar with the way that regulation impacts access to markets and how from a financial services point of view, we can participate in markets.